All right, with the 05 crf250r right here, it's back again because the motor is locked up because the owner said he let a friend ride, but the friend said he knew how to ride, but really didn't know how to ride and ended up holding the bike in first gear down the street, you know, all the way around the corner, then fell around the corner, then got back up and came back around the corner and down the street in first gear holding it full speed. And so then when the owner got back on the bike, the motor was knocking like real loud. So then he turned the motor off and then tried to start the back up again, and that's when the kickstarter was locked. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the top end off, tear it down, and see what's the problem. Okay, so I got everything apart, quick tear down, and just like I thought, the reason why the motor is locked up because his crank is over with. Yeah, his crank is over with. It barely move. Yeah, see, it barely move. His crank is, yeah, he had that bike in first gear. Like, that's crazy. Like, this the worst seized crank I seen. So he probably had that thing in first gear for about 20 minutes. But yeah, he gonna need a complete bottom end rebuild and new gaskets. Yeah, the crank is definitely gone. Crank is over with, seized up. So that's definitely the problem. Okay, so what the owner decided to do with the 05 crf250 is we just gonna put this good used bottom end on, you know, that's nice and smooth. The crank and everything is still perfect, spins freely. So just gonna put the top end back on this good bottom end. Then we're gonna see what happens. All right, so I got the cylinder on, the piston inside the cylinder, nice and smooth. So the next thing I'm gonna do is finish putting the cylinder head on, the valve head, and then we're gonna go from there. Okay, I got the cylinder head put on, the valve head on, got the cam, got it timed, but the last thing I'm gonna check just to make sure if the valve clearances is perfect, which they are. Slide through nice and smooth. Yeah, nice and smooth. Okay, so the valve clearances is perfect. So next thing I'm gonna do is just put the valve cover on, the cam cover, and then we're gonna put it on the frame. And we're gonna start putting it back together. Nice idle.